Hi there, this is Devil Warrior. In this video I'm going to be showing the Game of Thrones Eaglemoss collector model Jaime Lannister. So this is issue number 10 and it's based off season 1 episode 1. Because really as early as the first episode we got to see Jaime turn up in Winterfell in his Kingsguard armour, which is only worn by 5 people normally. There's normally only 5 Kingsguard at any one given time. Or now with Cersei in power, Queensguard. Really, and the Kingsguard armor, or you could call it Queensguard armor, has changed since then as Cersei's kind of remade it and given out new armor. It looks kind of evil, doesn't it? It's no longer golden. But this armor is very cool. I remember when I got the Dark Horse Deluxe figure for this armor, I was really impressed with it. And the same with the model. It's got a lot of detail to it. Again, face, I believe it's kind of similar to Cersei's in a way that it's rather simple, not much going on, but it's nicely painted, so I'm really happy with that. The actual plate body itself, you can see, it's got all these little details going on. It's got the actual crown directly in the middle of the plate body, which is nice detail there. And on the sides here, you can see all this kind of like scaled armor going on, which adds a really nice like effect along with the plate. And yeah, he's got the dagger on his side there, which is a nice little detail. It may even be the dagger he used to kill, if you remember when he was fighting Ned Stark. It might be in season 1, episode 4, was it? And he stabbed Jory right through the eye. That actually might be a bit too early. It might be a later episode. And he stabbed Jory right through the eye. He pulled out his dagger from his side, didn't he? And that might be the same dagger that he killed Jory with. And if you don't remember who that is, it's one of Ned Stark's right-hand men. He died very early on, so I don't blame you if you don't remember it at all. Like, he was one of the early characters. He was quite a cool character. And yeah, he's wielding his sword here as well. Nothing special, just a standard sword here at this time, I believe. And yeah, here's the bottom of the armour. Again, looking very cool. It's got his plate on. I've always associated this Kingsguard armour with kind of bad characters. As in, they're not badly written or anything, but like bad is in the way that I don't like them because they're normally dicks, right? You've got Sir Meryn Trant, if you remember him. He was in Kingsguard armour and he was a bit of a dick. Jaime, back when he was wearing this armour, he had his old hairstyle, isn't he? He's like, it's like his Prince Charming stylized hair, and I feel like Jaime as a character has progressed so much since then. You may argue that Sir Barristan Selmy used to wear this armor, and he was one of the honourable men who wore this armor. So I don't see it totally as people in armour are all like bad guys, really. But I definitely remember looking at Jaime and seeing Sir Meryn Trant in it, and I always associated the Kingsguard as like some bad characters, as in like they were bad people, not to be trusted kind of thing. But we didn't actually see 2 of them. I think we only got to see 3 of the Kingsguard, if you're including Sir Meryn Trant, Jaime, and Sir Barristan Selmy. We never got to see the other 2 in the show. I don't think they had any proper lines or anything, so I'm not entirely sure who they are. But yeah, since then, Jaime has progressed so much as a character. He went from being one of the characters I hated, as in I liked him as he was so interesting in the show, but I didn't like him because he was like an enemy of the Starks. He was cocky, he was sarcastic, he was a bit evil to some extent, like pushing Bran out the window. He always come up with these lines where he'd like kind of come back at people and be a bit of a dick, really. And since then, he's progressed so much as a character now. And it's like, I feel like when Jaime arrived back at King's Landing, he was a changed person after being a captive, and I think he really got a sense of what was going on in the world. And I think he spent a lot of time with Brienne of Tarth as well. And Brienne of Tarth being an honourable woman, I think that had also a good impact on his character as well. But I do think in general, Jaime has grown a lot as a character. And that's great to see. Like, I actually really like Jaime now. He's one of my favourite characters. And it's great. That's what's great about Game of Thrones, to see this character go from someone I despise to someone I actually really like. Because this Jaime here is not the same Jaime like we kind of know today. There's a few things he does, that kind of question, you can question his morals and stuff. But in general, he's definitely become much more of an honourable person, which is great to see. And I hope they release an alternate model for Jaime in his Lannister army, in his Lannister armor that you see in the more recent episodes in season 6. Sorry, I'm talking too much and forgetting to change pages. So yeah, Clash of the Houses, tension between Jaime and Ned Stark. See, this is why I used to not like Jaime, because he was like enemy of Ned Stark. Ned Stark was my favourite character, you know, coming fresh out of so many movies, not even that, like Ned Stark in general as a character, not just because Sean Bean was playing him, was a really honourable guy and really kind of easy to get on board with and just like. And because Jaime was being like, Jaime got into a fight with him, made you question. I don't know. I'm guessing most people were backing Ned in the early seasons as opposed to backing Jaime. But now, yeah, Jaime's a cool guy. I hope they release him in his Kings. See this? Wait, is this? No, he's still in his Kingsguard armor. This is only showing early season. This is literally showing everything from season 1 right now. I've noticed. So nothing from later seasons just yet. And you know when Jaime goes on his transformation because he gets his haircut. That's like the big transformation. When he, that's when you really know really you're in the later seasons with Jaime because his hair stylized differently. And yeah, let me zoom out on this page. And it's interesting if you ever read this. He's kind of the people he was involved with. Like even Joffrey. Joffrey was a dick to Jaime. I remember that. Like him and Tyrion got along. Him and Cersei obviously got along. Him and Robert Baratheon had a bit of a weird relationship. You didn't get to see it too much. The Kingsguard though, yeah. So this is like their special order. This is great. They've got a page actually dedicated to this. I appreciate that. The Kingsguard. Yeah, see the command crest. It's right in the middle of his armour. Yeah, so great issue here. And obviously you can argue that, again, if you got a line here, I want my brother back, Lord Stark. So there was reasons for both of them doing what they did. But yeah, here are 2 of the Kingsguard as well. 2 of the Kingsguards. You do get to see a shot of all of them in the show, but you never get to go behind the actual other characters, which is a bit sad. But there's so many characters in the show; they've only got so much time. It's completely understandable, really, isn't it? Yeah, here we go. Jaime Lannister, season 1, episode 1, or Jaime Lannister in Kingsguard armor, however you want to kind of word it. And it's great model. Really happy to have it. Just get a final shot of him for you guys if you want to get like a nice look. Yeah, so thanks for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and see you guys